Okay, so this week we are having a think about ways to minimize arguments with your partner, and we've had a think about how to be more aware of our tone of voice and our timing. That's what we were thinking about yesterday, and today I'm thinking about how we listen. And how we listen is a really, really important one, because we all want to feel heard, and yet being able to listen, to actively listen to what our partner is saying when things are heated, is not always easy. So there are two parts to this. And the first part to think about is actually making the time to listen. So actually making the time to have certain conversations, to have difficult conversations, and to have conversations when you are feeling relatively calm. Okay, I mean, if things are difficult, if things are fraught, if things are tense, then feeling calm is not always easy, but we can definitely pick the times that we need, that are best for us both, to be able to express ourselves and get our message over clearly. Now, getting your message over clearly is not always easy. So let's have a think about that, because when we think about listening, it's very easy to think, well, I heard what you're saying, so therefore I'm listening. But actually, just because you are listening, it doesn't actually mean that you are hearing what each other is saying. And this is a really key point. This is a really key point in the couples work that I do. When we are listening, and you know, we all do this, myself included, right? Because if we feel like we are being got at, if we feel like somebody is saying something and that we really disagree with, we are not actually listening. We're not actually hearing what they're saying. We're not listening to what they're saying. We are hearing the words. Sorry, my pesky earbuds keep falling out. I need to change them. We are hearing the words, but we're not actually listening to what they're saying. So if we feel like we need to defend ourselves or we need to respond, we are formulating that response while the other person is talking. We're not properly engaged in what they are saying, because in our mind we're going, yeah but, or you're such an asshole, that's not how it was, it wasn't like that, it was like this. And in your brain is formulating your response, and most people do that. Okay, but actually being able to really hear, really listen, really be able to take on board what your partner is saying is a very different skill. And we're looking here to be able to empathize, right? We're not necessarily looking to agree, because empathy isn't about agreeing. Empathy is just about understanding your point of view. I understand your point of view. I understand. So it's about understanding the context to where this conversation is at. And obviously it's really difficult for me to make a too general a statement here, because it's going to completely depend on the individual conversation, argument, dynamic that's going on for you guys. But actually, to be able, that's why I say to make the time to be able to understand the context of what is going on, understand what is going on for you both, to hear what is going on for you without formulating a response, is about being able to really take on board what your partner is saying and why they are saying it, why they are feeling the way they are feeling. Like I said, you might not necessarily agree with it, but you need to be able to take on board their point of view. Once you are both able to feel heard, not just listened to, but you're both able to feel heard, then you can start working towards how to resolve the difficulty. But you're never going to be able to resolve the difficulty if you are always coming at it from a point of defense, always defending your own corner, rather than working out how you come to the conclusion together. Because like I said yesterday, you're a team, right? And this is what, we need to be on the same page. We're working as a partnership here. Okay, fine. At the moment, it feels like we're working against each other, like we're locking heads. But actually, the whole point of a relationship, regardless of whether you're a partnership in terms of like lovers, married partners, long-term relationship, whether you're coming at this from a point of view of a parent-child dynamic, or whether you're coming at this from friendship or like work relationships or family dynamics, it doesn't matter. The whole point of being in a relationship is that you are in that dynamic together. You want it to work, you want to resolve it. And so in order to resolve it, you need to be able to hear the other person, you need to be able to empathize with the other person, and then you need to be able to come up with a resolution, a solution that works for you both. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Let me know your thoughts.